it's Aunt Molly. I've got time to do a little quick reading tonight. Raggedy's here to say hi, and we're going to read a little bit more of Briar Rose, okay? So without further ado, I just did housework and sewed masks and did laundry and stuff today, so I hope you're doing okay. And I guess you guys are studying from home, and school's going to be out in a month. School's going to be out because you're home, but it'll be over with for the summer, so it's all kind of different, isn't it? But anyway, all right, let's get to the story, all right? Okay. All right, so now that very day the 100 years were in, wait a minute, this grammar's. It says, now that very day the 100 years were ended. Now that very day the 100 years were over, I'll say that. And as the prince came to the thicket, he saw nothing but beautiful flowering shrubs, through which he went with ease, and they shut in after him as thick as ever. Then he came at last to the palace, and there in court lay the dogs asleep, and the horses were standing in the stables, and on the roof sat the pigeons fast asleep, with their heads under their wings. And when he came into the palace, the flies were sleeping on the walls, and the spit, that's a place that you cook the meat, the spit, saying the word spit made me spit. Sorry. Ew. Sorry. The spit was standing still. The butler had a jug of ale. I think that's beer, or is it wine? I'm not sure. At his lips, going to drink a draught, which means like a big mug. The maid sat with a fowl, that's a bird, in her lap, ready to be plucked. Back then we didn't get our chicken at the grocery store. They did it themselves, all that stuff. And the cook in the kitchen was still holding up her hand, as if she was going to beat the boy. Sorry, Grimm's fairy tales were sometimes grim. Then he went on still farther, and all was so still that he could hear every breath he drew, till at last he came to the old tower, and opened the door of the little room in which where Briar Rose was, and there she lay fast asleep on a couch by the window. She looked so beautiful that he could not take his eyes off her, so he stooped down and gave her a kiss. And in these days we would wait for permission. I just want to mention that. That's my little shout out to Thatcher's mom. He would ask permission these days. But the moment he kissed her, she opened her eyes and awoke and smiled upon him, and they went out together. And soon the king and queen also awoke, and all the court, and gazed on each other with great wonder. And the horses shook themselves, and the dogs jumped up and barked, and the pigeons took their heads from under their wings and looked about and flew into the fields. The flies on the wall buzzed again. The fire in the kitchen blazed away. Round went the jack, and around went the spit, with the goose for the king's dinner upon it. The butler finished his draught of ale, the maid went on plucking the fowl, and the cook gave the boy a box in his ears, which is not very nice. I hope she didn't really do that. And then the prince and the Briar Rose were married, and the wedding feast was given, and they lived happily ever after all their lives long. Wow. Well, that was a quick ending to that. But we've heard this story before, haven't we? By the way, I can't find my glasses today, so all I have are my old granny glasses, and I forgot to put them on even for this. But I can read without glasses. I just wear them. The only problem with my glasses, because they're bifocal, they make me look up, like this, and then look down into the paper. So maybe it's better I don't read them. I don't know. But I can see fine. I can see fine this far, arm's length. But I sat at a computer for like 20 years or so, so I have kind of computer eyes, so I can see arm's length fine. So my glasses have a prescription on the top of them, so I can read street signs from like several blocks away, and also I can read tiny print. It has they're like trifocals. In the middle there's nothing, so I'm sure that's more information than you wanted to know. But I'm sure if I need you know what I need for my glasses? I need a clapper for my glasses, or like when you find your cell phone, you know, I need one of those so I can find my glasses. Anyway, all right, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Just me and Raggedy are just saying, mwah, mwah. Good night. You guys have a good sleep. Bye.